Hello class, this is lesson 10-7 in your textbook, and today we're going to learn how to write and graph equations of circles. So first let's talk about how to write them. I wrote here, when the center of a circle is at the origin, that's the really important part, and xy can be any point that you find on the outside of that circle, then this is the format for the equation. X squared plus y squared equals r squared, where r is the radius. So let me give you an example. I have a circle drawn here. And so if I know the format is going to be x squared plus y squared equals r squared, because the center is at the origin, all I need to find the radius, and all I need to find is the radius, and plug it in. So I'm looking here, and the radius looks like it is 1, 2, 3 units. So let's plug it in. X squared plus y squared equals 3 squared. So, to end my equation, x squared plus y squared is equal to 9. That would be the way to write the equation of this circle that's at 0, 0, and it has a radius of 3. Let's move on. Because sometimes the circle is not at the center of the coordinate plane. It's not at the origin. Sometimes it's moved, and we're just going to pick a general term, h comma k, instead of 0 comma 0. And still xy is any point on the circle. So this is the new format to write the equation. X minus h, that comes from the x coordinate of the center, plus, or squared, plus y minus k squared is equal to, again, radius squared. So there's a little bit more work when you do these ones. You can find the radius by, if I took the square root of both sides, that's what you would get right here. The radius is the square root of x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. So let's go ahead and do one example. I've asked you to write the equation of a circle centered at -2, 3 with a radius of 5. So all I need to do is plug in some information and I will have it done for me. So the new center, this is going to be my h and my k, is what I'm going to plug in here. X minus -2, I'm going to square that, plus y minus 3, I'm going to square that, is equal to the radius being squared, so 5 squared. So I'm just going to clean it up and I'll be done. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 25. And that is how you write the equation of a circle that's not at the origin. Now sometimes you might also be given a diagram of a circle or just information that's not giving us the radius. So in this example, we are told that the circle is centered at -2, 2. So I've already plotted that right here. -2, 2, and it's passing through -6, 2, -6, 2. So one way, if you were going to graph this, is to actually count the number of units for the radius, but I'll show you another way. We talked about taking the square root, and so that formula was x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, where this is my x and my y, and this right here is my h and my k. So if I plug those in, I can find the radius and then have one more step to write the equation. So let's plug all of this in. X is -6 minus -2 squared, plus the y is 2 minus the k is 2, and I'm going to square that as well. So -6 plus 4 is -4. Sorry, -6 plus 2 is -4, and we're going to square that, plus 0 squared. So we find that this is going to be the square root of 16, which is 4. So the radius in this example is 4. And I could have clearly seen that if I had just plotted it on a graph, that this is going to be 4. But one more step, x minus -2 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to the radius being squared. So clean it up and we're done. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 16. And that's our equation. So to close, we're going to do one example of graphing. Okay, let me pull this down. So I'd like you to graph a circle just being given the equation. So what you need to do is you need to plot the center and either an outer point or the radius, and then you're going to use a compass that is stationed right at the center, and it is open as wide as the radius is, and you're just going to draw it all the way around. So I'm not going to draw it right here exactly with my compass, but I'm going to show you the process of doing that. So to graph this circle, it says in parentheses x plus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 4. What I need to figure out, again, is the center and also either the outer point or the radius. So why don't we kind of go in reverse order back to the standard equation. This would be written as x minus -1. This is also y minus 3 still. And 4 is really 2 squared. So from this, I can see my center is at -1, that's the x-coordinate, and 3, that's the y-coordinate. I can also see the radius now. The radius is 2. So if I plot my center at -1 up 3, and then I know that the radius is 2, I can go in any direction, either horizontally or vertically. And this is my center. Then I'm going to take my compass and I'm just going to have it stationed right here on the center, and the other point of the compass open up, and I'm simply just going to draw it all the way around, and I will have my circle. And that's all that we're doing today. So come with any questions you have when you come to class, and I will help you out.